I don't think anything should be based off of sexual preference. People are stuck with sexuality, and it's so many sexualities. People understand bisexual, gay, and heterosexual, but they don't understand there's actually 14 more sexuality. And sexuality doesn't have a look, gender does. You can't look at somebody and know what their sexuality is. You can have a rough female, but she don't like women. You can have a feminine guy that don't like men. So sexuality actually shouldn't play a part in a lot of things, but it does in ballroom, and not just in ballroom. Again, we equate it to a society as well.
No, sexual preference shouldn't be a part of that at all. People do what they do. It is what it is. We all men. We are attracted to the same sex, so that should have anything to do with realness.
I don't think religion is actually we will do with preference. And before you said preference, I was wondering whether you meant position in show. I understand now that you meant based on whatever position you chose. I remember at one time they used to have this who's Zoom and who category of realness, and then that changed a little bit. But no, I don't think that a preference on position should have anything to do with the category.
No, preference shouldn't have anything to do with the category at all. What a person does in their private life, in their bedroom, should be their business. Doesn't matter what you do sexually. If you're projecting realness, everyday realness, that's what you do.
Mental health absolutely plays a big role in the ballroom community. And you have situations where people are diagnosed and not adherent to their medication. Then you have people that was never diagnosed, so that they're not even aware that they have a mental illness. But it definitely plays a role strongly in the community and society too.
You clearly can see the difference with some people in ballroom who takes this whole ballroom, especially this realness category, to a whole nother level. When you cannot determine the difference between reality and fantasy, and there's a problem there. But it really festers when you become violent and you really, really want to hurt somebody for a category, a trophy, acknowledgement. That's when it's a problem. That's when you cannot in your own mind decipher between reality and fantasy. And I see that a lot in ballroom. They take the whole realness category entirely too serious. It's a category.
Yeah, they take the category too serious, and mental illness does play a part, but people like that just need to get help, you know what I'm saying? But back in my days, I didn't really see too much of mental illness. Maybe there was some there. I wasn't worried about it because I was thinking about it. I was just doing my thing that I usually do and hope that didn't come towards me, because then it would have been a problem when it came towards me. So I hope I can recognize if anyone had mental illness. I probably would have talked to them, try to see what's going on with them, you know. But yeah, I do think it's a problem and some of the guys that work realness, you know what I mean? But I mean, this need to get help.
I think mental health concerns do exist in the form of privacy invasion, secret recording, hidden recording devices, and mental kidnapping. Mental kidnapping, when you take advantage of someone's already existing mental health condition and you add things on top of it. Secret recording is when you show somebody in their private moments and you present it on YouTube and some of these other outlets, therefore embarrassing and shaming them, outing them before they have a chance to actually out themselves. I think that's when it really becomes a problem. There's been times I remember in the past where people have been shamed based on their category because people have presented them in their private space, whether it was turning up, whether it was self-examination, pre-surgical tendency, whether they were doing after surgical process, after surgical procedure was done. They would show them the privacy of their own home. I think that's when it becomes a problem, when it's presented in a form to out, to shame, or to embarrass them.
Our 5 top favorite realists, excluding myself, men are Dre, Jihad, and you see. I don't know. Trying to see. James, Rodney, got one more, right? Mick.
It's okay.
I mean, and the reason why they're my top favorite, because I guess they worked in my era at the time, and that's why I picked them. I don't really know too much of the other guys. I know them. I've seen them walk. I haven't really walked against none of them. I'm not sure, maybe I have, but when I'm walking, I'm in the zone, so I really don't see nobody else. I just see me walking, and whoever comes, I just, you know, doing things. So, what up? Yeah, man, those are my 5.
My turn. Shoot. It's a rough one. But I gotta go with Jamel Princess, Roy Ebony right here. It's a rough one. I gotta go through a lot of errors to get this. Okay, Shady Louie, God rest his soul. Shady Louie Extravaganza. Bernard Ebony. One more, right? So a rough beat.
Yeah.
Terry St. Clair.
No, my top 5 would pretty much be, from my era, there was Mark Dupree, and there was a Sheldon Princess. I pretty much watched most of these guys that walk realness today, and even then come out and do their thing. And there was quite a few of them that really sticks out in my mind. This guy, Roy, man, was amazing. And on the ballroom floor, he really represented realness. One of my all-time favorites is my man right here, Dray Ebony. I watched Dray completely change the dynamics of the House of Ebony and turn the House of Ebony to absolute, undeniable house of realness.
Yes.
Till this day. I witnessed this. And I would also have to say there's a new Jack out there that I'm pretty much keeping my eye on, you know, from my house, and that probably would be my the father of the house of Chanel, Derek Chanel. Those will be my picks for now.
My all-time top realness, the House of Ebony. Jihad, well, the House of Ebony.
It's fun.
Wade Chanel.
Oh, absolutely. Wow. Yes. Yes.
Jamel Princess, of course, Murphy Dega, and Roy. But House of Ebony, House of Ebony. But come on.